Hello, everybody. Daniel Feuerstein here for Beyond the 90, as we're going to talk about the ending of the 2026 U.S. Open Cup qualification process. And of course, all 32 teams now qualified for the first round proper and the draw for the 2026 U.S. Open Cup. Now, first things first, congratulations to the 16 teams who have qualified for the U.S. Open Cup next season. Of course, we'll wait for the schedule from U.S. Soccer. And don't forget, unfortunately, June, July, it will be the FIFA World Cup. So I don't expect them to have any matches during the months of June and July, probably end of July if it involves the rounds with Major League Soccer. But other than that, it's a great thing to see these wonderful amateur clubs, some brand new, some back in the fold, some cup setted. And it really, if you really watched any of the streams, whichever the amount of matches had those streams, we had some big cup sets in these final rounds of qualifying that just makes you shake your head like in disbelief. Like you couldn't believe this happened, especially watching Miami United that goes all the way to the fourth round and they get eliminated in extra time in that fourth round. Miami United normally qualifies for the Open Cup and they go off winning their opening round match, go to the second round, and they win that match. Then they move on to the third round. Unfortunately, they end it right there. Sometimes they'll end it in the second round. But to see them fall against Badgers FC in Florida, located in Boynton Beach, amazing stuff. Unbelievable, amazing stuff from what we have seen in that match. Pushing it to a 3-3 draw in regulation, scoring two more goals in extra time, and defeating a very heavily favored Miami United side. We have seen plenty of cup sets in the amateur levels of Open Cup qualifying. So good luck to those clubs who have made it to the first round proper draw of the 2026 U.S. Open Cup. Here are those 16 amateur clubs who have qualified. Aria Soccer Club, New Stars. ASC, New Stars out of Houston, Texas. Once again, Azteca FC from Denver, Colorado. Badgers FC out of Boynton Beach, Florida. Bofs St. Louis, of course, in St. Louis, Missouri. CD Fialenza out of Massachusetts in Winthrop, Mass. Kanji Pro Profile out of Dacula, Georgia. FC America CFL Spurs, based in Orlando, Florida. The New York Renegades, based out in Jericho, New York, out in Long Island. Laguna United FC out of Laguna Niguel, California. Red Force FC out of Miami, Florida. San Ramon FC from the League for Clubs based out in San Ramon, California. SC Vistula Garfield in Garfield, New Jersey. Southern Indiana FC out of Corydon, Indiana. Steel City FC, the former NPSL side now in USL League Two out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Valley 559 FC out of Fresno, California. And finally, the Virginia Dream FC out of Arlington, Virginia. They will join the clubs that have qualified through USL League Two and the National Premier Soccer League, as well as the John Mata Cup and the spring season champions of the United Premier Soccer League. Asheville City SC out of Asheville, North Carolina, USL League Two. The Des Moines Menace, as always, out of Des Moines, Iowa, USL League Two. Does this mean round three of Sasha Kleistin and friends? We'll have to wait and see what will happen there. El Farolito, out of San Francisco, California, of the NPSL, of course, winners of the John Mata Cup. FC Motown, out of Morristown, New Jersey, through USL League Two qualifier. They do have teams in both USL League Two and the National Premier Soccer League. Flint City Bucks, the former Mid-Michigan Bucks, out of Flint, Michigan, USL League Two qualifier. Hickory FC, the current 2025 National Premier Soccer League champions, out of Hickory, North Carolina. The Laredo Heat, out of Laredo, Texas, from USL League Two. Michigan Rangers from Hudsonville, Michigan, NPSL qualifier. We also have Northern Virginia FC out of Leesburg, Virginia. Little Rock Rangers out of Little Rock, Arkansas, USL League Two qualifier. Ristosi FC out of Baltimore, Maryland, NPSL qualifier. The Tennessee Tempo of FC from, if I can pronounce their town correctly, hopefully, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, the UPSL Spring Season Champion. Ventura County Fusion of Ventura, California, USL League Two qualifier. Vermont Green, USL League Two champions. Of course, they are a big thing up in Vermont. They are running the state rampant. And finally, West Chester United out of West Chester, Pennsylvania, the U.S. Adult Soccer Association National Cup champion of this past season of 2025. Those are the 32 teams that will be entering the first round proper and entering the first round draw. Once again, we will wait for next season when the new year drops from the big ball in Times Square. When the new year comes, we will see which of these clubs will face the other clubs that will start in the first round proper of the 2026 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. These are the most exciting times that have come into play. And of course, we cannot wait to see what will happen moving on forward when we get to U.S. Open Cup news. And we will share that with you here on Beyond the 90. Don't forget to join us here at beyondthe90.substack.com for articles written by Carter Krishnaiyer, Brett Mullenix, the Villain and the Rooster, Alex Ashton for your League One updater, and many other talented writers we have here at Beyond the 90. Don't want to come to the website? Come to our YouTube page. Watch our videos. You can also listen on podcast as well through Spotify. My name is Daniel Feuerstein for Beyond the 90. Thank you very much for watching me here and listening to me on podcasts across the internet. And I will talk to you next time, and bye-bye for now.